Hey everyone, it's Mike. I'll be honest with you, right? I've been putting this video off for quite a while because every time I searched for MS and stress, it was always the same thing. People cross-legged on the beach, soft music, talking about mindfulness and letting go. Now, I've got absolutely nothing, against that. If it works for you, then great. But let's be honest, most of us with MS don't live on a beach. We're juggling jobs, kids, fatigue, mobility issues, bills, real stuff where not all of us got time to sit on a beach with our legs crossed. So when the stress hits, I'm not about to, roll out my yoga mat. I want something that actually works in the middle of a bad day when your legs feel like concrete, your brain is completely fried, and you've just dropped your phone for the third time, right? So this video is for the rest of us, the people who want to handle stress in real life and not a spa, right? So let's talk about how stress really messes with MS and what actually helps us. So, from my personal point of view, is stress really hits my symptoms. So this is what happens. When you're stressed, your body fires up a load of hormones, adrenaline, cortisol. All that is sort of fight or flight stuff, isn't it? And that's fine if you're, running from a bear or something like that, running. But if you're just trying to answer work emails or pay bills, that stress builds up and it's like static electricity. And in people with MS, that means your immune system goes into, drama queen mode. Inflammation rises, your muscles tense up, your fatigue gets worse, your brain fog thickens, and you start thinking, oh great, I'm relapsing again. But half the time, it's not a relapse. It's your nervous system saying, come on, just chill out a little bit. That's what it's telling you to do. But we do find it very hard, don't we, to do that. And it's like a vicious cycle, isn't it? Stress makes symptoms worse. And worse symptoms make you more stressed. So that's the trap. It's a double-edged sword. You start panicking, overthinking, maybe even snapping at people. And then suddenly your whole day has gone sideways. I've been there. I used to think my MS was just randomly attacking me. But it was actually my body waving a flag saying, slow down, mate. Because if you don't slow down, I'm just going to slow down for you. So, you've got to look at sort of the real world stress. You've got to look at how you can fix it. And, so we're going to talk about solutions now, because that's what you all joined this video for. These are things that actually help me. I don't need a guru or anything. These things actually help me. So when something's stressing you out, ask yourself, will this matter in 3 hours, 3 days, 3 weeks? If not, don't give it 3 seconds. Just completely forget about it, because that's what we do. Another thing that works is the ice trick. Now, we've probably all heard about the ice trick, but this is what I do. I stick an ice cube on my wrist, or just even the back of your neck. Instant reset. Honestly, straight away. Try it. It snaps your brain at a panic mode faster than any breathing exercise. Honestly, you can do that in 2 seconds, and it saves you doing 10 minutes of meditation. So, you've got to look at your stress playlist. God, music is medicine. It is for me anyway. But only if you choose your kind. Mine, stereophonics every day of the week. I can't feel anxious if I listen to them. You put your favourite album on, or your favourite song, something like that. Completely takes your stress away. So try that. Got another one, which is sort of the micro control moments. When life feels out of control, take back power in little ways. That's all we're after, is just little ways. Tidy a drawer. reply to a message which you might receive from your friends. Go make your bed. Small wins even tell your brain you're not powerless. You're just overloaded. That's how it is. And then we've got a good old-fashioned stress dump, which is, write a voice note or every stressful thought you've got, write that down and then just delete it. It's not journaling. It's taking out the mental rubbish. No one ever needs to read it. At least of all you, because it's gone. You've written it down and it's gone. One which I've got is called the Molly therapy. Now my dog's called Molly. I've got a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. So if you've got a pet or access to one, just take hold of her. Take hold of your dog. It lowers your blood pressure. And your stress hormones completely gone. And Molly is better than any therapist I know. And she works for biscuits, not money. So win-win if you need money to buy biscuits. But you know what I mean. So another thing is most stress isn't a big drama. It's a micro annoyance. The squeaky door, the dodgy phone charger, the cupboard you keep whacking your knee on. Just fix one tiny annoyance a day. Your future will thank you. Honestly. You'd be sat there and you'd be like, yeah, my future self. I keep saying things today. Weird. Don't understand why. Could blame MS, couldn't I? So, you guys, and obviously me, can't control what MS throws at you. But you can control how much chaos you invite to the party. So, stress feeds MS. So, starve it. That's what we want by, laughing, fixing, singing, swearing, cuddling your dog or your cat. Whatever keeps you human, do more of that. It's simple. It's absolutely simple, isn't it? So you don't need mindfulness to handle stress. I'm not saying don't do it, but, you just need reminders that you're still in charge. So next time stress kicks in, don't meditate. Just grab an ice cube, blast the tunes, or tidy a drawer. We've all got one of those junk drawers, haven't we? Have a go through it and bin everything. That's how you calm the chaos. So if this video has helped, give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone who, has got MS. Or just someone who's got stress, I suppose. And just hit the subscribe if this has helped you. So take care and I'll see you on the next one.